guys, welcome back to another episode of Unplugged Urban. It is another week in quarantine. Yes. We're sharing with you. And last week we forgot to do any life hacks. I guess our life hack last week was...
Get back to videotaping.
Just get back into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And actually it was fun to do that video last week because it felt like for so long we've been out of a rhythm and then everything just stopped.
Yeah.
When the quarantine in Oregon, we were in a you can leave your house, but it's a stay-at-home advisory, and a lot of businesses are closed down. Actually, most businesses are closed down. Danielle and I are actually still working because our jobs are, I guess, essential.
Yep.
So it's made for an interesting week, and so this week we're going to share our life hack. We're not sharing anything specific with you. Maybe just giving you a spark of creation. Creativity, yeah. We're going to share with you an idea of some things you can do at home. We were trying to think, what are some things that we can do at home without really going to the store, more than we have to. We're obviously going for, essentials like food and whatnot, but we really didn't go to the store for much else. And we have 3 projects this week. The first one we're going to show you is
DIY dent repair.
DIY dent repair. Yes.
Oh no, we found out there's a difference between a dent and a crease.
There is a dent. Yeah.
And we'll let you figure out later which one we had.
Yeah, we have the more complicated one. So we'll show you that, and the other one is just some home improvement. We wanted to put some cabinets in our bathroom downstairs, and my mom had given us some cabinets that she had taken out of her bathroom. They did like a remodel. Practically
brand new oak cabinets.
Really nice, yeah. So we refinished those. We put them in our downstairs bathroom. You see that. And the last one is a little different, mostly to do with helping Annie keep practicing.
Yes.
All the racquetball courts are closed. And we don't have any outdoor courts. And I think even the ones, there's some further south from us in Salem, but they've closed those too.
Right.
So there's just really no way to practice. And I wanted to get her something at the house. It worked pretty well.
Well, there is one online that you can buy, but it's like $350. So we thought before we spend that money, let's try making our own first.
Yeah. And so each one of these projects has a theme to it. Number one, it's healthy because it got us out of the house.
Yeah.
It's affordable. Every single one of these costs way more to do. If you were like the car, we could have taken to a body shop. The thing I built for Annie, you can actually purchase online. And then the cabinets, of course, we could have bought brand new cabinets, but why not give some old cabinets some new life? So affordable, clean, because we're reusing things.
Right.
Everything we did this week, other than the car,
right,
we reused, and fairly simple. The car one was a little more over my head, but it was, yeah.
But you couldn't really make it worse. That's the thing.
That's a good point. Yeah, sometimes when you look at a problem, you just say, well, I can't make it any worse, right?
So why not try it?
Yeah. So hopefully these projects encourage you to be adventurous and try something new. If nothing else, get out of the house, learn a new skill, or do a new project. Here's another quarantine life hack that we're going to do, and this might apply to a very small number of people who play racquetball, but if you play racquetball or tennis, that'd be another one, or squash, racket sport, maybe pickleball, you might find this one interesting. I saw this online. It's a tennis ball or racquetball returner, or rebounder, I think is what they call it. Immediately, Annie are like, we got to get one of those. And then we saw the price is like $350. It's like, maybe not, especially since we don't know how much longer this quarantine is going to go on. So I thought, what if I just made one? So I'm going to try my hand at making a tennis or racquetball returner, and we'll see if it works. I was working through this second hole here, and I started to think about, I wonder if I'm just putting too much strain on this little drill. It's a small Black and Decker. It's not a very high power one. And then it started to smoke. I don't know if you can see it. It's still smoking a little bit. So I think that's how you know this was a little too much for this poor drill. And I hate to say it, I've had this drill for quite a while, but I think this might be our last job together. It's very sad. Okay, so this material measures out to be exactly 60 inches in width. The length, I think, is way more than we need. I think it's like 100 and something. So I'll probably cut the length down a little bit. I'm going to use these grommets here. They're like compressed grommets in the material. So to do that, I need to fold the material over, like on the edges here. So it'll be nice and neat. So I'll probably, let's see, 60 inches. I'll probably fold over 1.5 inches on both sides. So it's going to be about like 57 inches. Oh wait, no, you lose. Yeah, no, that's right. 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 3 inches. So this grommet kit came with a cutter and a die and a punch and a whole bunch of other stuff and some instructions. I've never done this before, so here we go.
That wasn't even full speed.
At least I mean it slows.
Maybe I should aim lower.
Yeah. Oh no. So apparently at home racquetball you also get to learn tree climbing skills. There it is. Okay, so we just shot another ball over the fence going the other way, but I think what we learned is that the whole thing has to be tilted up a lot, so we're gonna try that. So as you probably know, we have 2 electric vehicles. This is one of them. This is Sparkette. Yes, we do name all our vehicles Sparkette. That's Danielle's car. And my car is Sparky because they're both Sparks. And then over here is, let's see if we can get it. There's Alma. That's Annie's car. Anyway, Sparkette had a little run-in with a fence. Let me show you. Not too long ago. And she got a dent right there. Nothing big, just a small little fender bender. Nobody else was involved. It was just, like I said, it was just a fence. In fact, it was our fence. So I thought today I would try to DIY pull this dent. We'll see how it goes. I've never done this before. I've never really done any body work on vehicles before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But here's the thing. We bought this car with, I think, 10,000 miles on it, and we paid I think right around $15,000, which is pretty cheap for a car nowadays. $15,000. My car, I don't know what the sticker price on this one was, because there's 2 versions of Spark. There's an L1 and an L2. This is an L1, but it had all these upgrades, so I don't really know what including fast charging, which was really important to us. I don't really know what the sticker price on this, but take my car for instance, Sparky. I did find the sticker the original window sticker in the vehicle when I bought the car. My car had 20,000 miles on it, and I bought it for $10,000. The original sticker price, retail sticker price, was $30,000, $29,000 and change. So, you know, buying used is probably a really good idea when it comes to vehicles, unless you have the money to buy it. But here's the thing. We've owned this car for, I think, almost 3 years now. It's a 2015. And we've put about 12,000 miles on it, so we don't drive it a ton. We're going to have it for a long time. The Blue Book value, I looked it up this morning, on this car with the number of miles it has, not the dent, forget the dent, assuming it's in good condition, no dents, is about $5,000 if I were to privately sell this vehicle. So we went and to a couple body shops and had this priced out, and it's they wanted about $3,000 to fix this dent. And I'm thinking $3,000 on a vehicle that's worth $5,000. That makes no sense at all. So I went on Amazon. I found a dent pulling kit. I'll put the link in the description below if you guys want to get the same one. We'll see if it works. It got 5 stars, so I figure it can't be too bad. But essentially the idea is you use a hot glue gun and you attach this fastener here in the dent, and then you use an extracting device to pull that dent out. Now you can see here we also have some paint damage. So I went and got some paint, and it's all the way down to bare metal too. So we definitely need to deal with this so we don't have rust. I don't want that to happen. Even just beyond cosmetically, I don't want the car to start rusting. But I also got some paint that is supposedly color matched to this vehicle. I don't think it's going to be a professional job, but it'll look decent. It'll look better than this. And there's just no way I'm spending $3,000 to fix a dent about the size of my hand. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we got Minnie here. She really wanted some of my attention. You were sleeping in, weren't you? Yeah, you're awake now. All right, so we got the dent pulled about as good as I can get it. You can kind of see here. It's definitely, I need to clean up the glue and yes, and keep petting Minnie. I need to clean up the glue, and I can see it's like kind of pocked. Like there's no way I'm gonna get all those little tiny dents out because I pulled in sections, and so I'm just gonna Bondo the rest, but that's a lot less Bondo than if I had, and I pretty much have the line there, so it's a lot less work that I have to do in Bondo work, and I think it's gonna come out pretty clean. It did pull the crease. Now, in all fairness, the video on the website that I bought this from makes it look super simple. There's no residue like you see here, and they're just off and driving the car, no repaint work. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, and in all fairness, I did have a crease, not a dent, so it was really like a crevice there that I had to pull the center of that crevice out, but it wasn't one pull. As you can see here, that's all of the glue. I mean, I probably pulled maybe 20 or 30 times once I figured out how to get the glue on there and solid. So it's not that it doesn't work, it just may not be as easy as the video suggests, but it's a cheap solution to getting rid of a pretty decent sized dent that would cost a lot of money to fix otherwise. So I'm going to sand this down, put some Bondo on it, and we'll see how that looks. while we're waiting for this primer to dry, I've got another project I'm working on this weekend. It's in the backyard. We've got some cabinets that my mom gave us that they remodeled their bathroom. Oh, almost forgot. Check out this grass. If you were watching our episodes last summer when we tore all this up, I was able to grow grass here. It's still patchy, but I've got to seed it again. But I can grow grass. That's pretty cool. Like there's a big chunk of it right here that's coming in. That's awesome. Anyway, so my mom remodeled her bathroom, had all these cabinets she didn't want, and we thought, hey, we can add those to our bathroom. So another great way to reuse some materials. These are the cabinets here. There's two of them, one on top, kind of they're laying sideways, and the cabinet color is like this light oak, which is really nice. But our bathroom downstairs is a dark, kind of like just a dark wood, and so we want it to look more like I've already stained one of them. Want it to look more like this. So I'm gonna start sanding these guys and staining them. And then for a countertop, I don't have one, so I'm probably gonna have to put one together. So I'll probably start cutting some wood for that tomorrow. And then I'm thinking like maybe a butcher block look for the top of it. I gotta run that by Danielle. I haven't really talked about it yet, so see what she says. But anyway, so I'm gonna start sanding these while I'm waiting for the car to dry. Those cabinets got stained yesterday, and I took them downstairs. They're going to go into this little alcove that's next to the shower, and so we're thinking that'd be a good place for towels and stuff like that. We had built that in originally when we did the downstairs bathroom, and figuring we're going to put a countertop in there, and just haven't really had a chance to get to it. So now we're doing it. Now that we have free cabinets, which is great. I was also looking for a countertop, and I found yet another good reason to hang on to free wood when people give it to you. Somebody gave us this shelf, and it's about 16 inches. That alcove is like right around 15 and a half, so I'm going to cut this shelf down to 14 inches in width, which will give us about a 1.5 inch lip on the cupboards, which should be just about right. But I do need to raise the cupboards up a little bit to get them past the molding, and then also it'll level them out so they sit level on the wall. So I'm going to cut some 2x4s to basically create a base for them. Take that molding out where the 2x4s hit, and then I'm going to probably paint the 2x4s white just so they match the molding. So I'm going to get cutting that, and then I cut this shelf down, and then we'll go assemble all of it.
Yeah.
It's new. My new drill bit has 2 speeds. I'm gonna call
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna call it Bandit.
That's like a dog name.
No, because the other one is still working, but he's Smokey. It says Smokey in the band. Do you get it? No? So the dent is pretty much fixed. Looks pretty good here. The color from here to here matches pretty close. I've got some edges I got to buff out. I do need to finish doing that. But I made one fairly critical error, and that was in masking. I thought that this large roll of tape was masking tape. Turns out it's packing tape. And as you can see here, it doesn't come off very easily. I've gotten this part done. I took about an hour. I probably have another hour to do the side of the vehicle, and then there's more. You can see on the bumper down here. But this looks great. So, one quick tip when you're doing auto body repair: don't use packing tape. It's a bad idea. Well, we hope some of those projects give you some ideas of things you can do around your house. And if nothing else, just to change the boredom up, do something different. One other thing that's a great life hack we talk a lot about is exercise, getting out and going somewhere. Today we are on a bike ride. We're actually in Boring, Oregon. If you're not familiar with the state of Oregon, there is a city
Called Boring, Oregon.
Yes.
And it lives up to its name.
Yes, the people here are very
beautiful,
nice. It's a beautiful place to visit. They've got a great view of Mount Hood, but there's not a whole lot going on.
Nope.
Anyway, we're going to close out this week with a bike ride you guys get to see on our way home. So we hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you guys next week.